Testing, 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 testing. Let me make sure these tabs working. Look like we changing tabs. Let's make sure the audio. Make sure the audio. All right, audio sound good. All right, y'all. Let's get into it, man. This probably one of the first times I actually streaming with the like market live opening and everything. Pretty much only reason I'm doing it now is because I'm got a lot of free time. Don't really got nothing going on right now, so I was like, shoot. I already promised them that hey, I'm gonna go over the stocks and everything for them. I'm already pretty much done trading for the day. I mean, I might get one more light trade, but pretty much done. Hit my quota, hit my goal for the day. Um, so yeah, so we finna go over some of these stocks, y'all. We finna go over the stocks. So pretty much a continuation to our weekly analysis is just y'all know Sunday we only did SPY, ES, NQ, and QQQ. So we're gonna go over and check out some of these stocks. Most of these stocks already hit the levels that I expected them to go to. So we might be a little bit late, but it's fine. You know, it's really fine. Um, but yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. Um, of course, first I'm gonna do my recap of the trades I took. Um, and then yeah, we're gonna go after that. We're gonna go ahead and go over these stocks, independent stocks. All right, so if y'all was in the live last night, y'all was looking at our weekly recap. Um, we went over SPY. We said that hey, for SPY, our target is 659.11. That was our target. That's what we was aiming for SPY. And we was expecting what? These highs to come get retested. See if we want to close above or see if we want to reject it. Now we did say, hey, it's a red candle. Red candle means we're looking for a low. But we don't never know if, hey, do this mean it's gonna be a higher low or is we gonna push all the way down below that 650, 63 to make that lower low. Um, we said, hey, we gotta stay bullish because the last thing we did was make higher highs. So we're looking for only longs right now. Not until we at least get below this daily fair value gap, but really not until we take this 650 0.63. So we said, hey, we only look for longs. We noticed, hey, this red candle right here ended up making us a daily fair value gap. We marked out that fair value gap. We was like, hey, this is the only fair value gap we have above our 650.63 level that we were saying, hey, the market shouldn't go below. So we said, hey, the trade more than likely gonna happen right here in this area. This can already be the tap because we got the break. This can be that retest. We just got to break them highs. Um, and that's what we did. We ended up breaking the highs, but before I say we broke on highs, we was like, hey, if you're just trading on a daily, You gotta wait on the green candle. That's what we said. We gotta wait on the green candle in order to go take it back to the highs. Now I did tell y'all, hey, this could be a breakaway gap. It could just gap up, and we can go straight up to the highs. I didn't expect us to gap above the highs, but I did say, hey, we probably could just gap up here and go straight up. As y'all can see, it ended up gapping all the way past that high. But this long position until we have, y'all excuse me, man. I had to sell it, and I ain't gonna lie, it was a little heavy. It's just sitting on my chest, man. I barely can breathe in the cellar. That's crazy. I think it was just the dressing, because I really didn't have nothing on it. But the dressing I got is like an oil type base. I need to drink some water or something. I don't know. But we said for the hourly, we was like, okay, but where can we get in on the hourly? Since the daily we have to wait until the green candle. Well, the hourly, what we seen was here. This was the last bit we seen right here. We had a high, then we had a low, then we had another high. We didn't make another lower low, but we was like, hey, if we see this market structure shift and make this higher high, we break past 657, we could potentially see our push to the upside. Potentially could see our move to the high, take them longs. We said that level not to beat on the hourly was 656.29. That was the level we was trying to look for to stay above, and it did. When the market opened up, it ended up making that higher high. That would have been our entry to go long to take it up to these highs. But unfortunately, it was in the pre-market, so we weren't able to capitalize on it. Um, so yeah, by the time the market opened up, I was already like up here at 660. So, well, actually, was it at 660? It was like 659, somewhere around there. Um, so yeah, we really didn't get a chance. I mean, you could have took it up to what, basically 660, 38, but from 659 660 38. I mean, it's a decent move, but it wasn't nothing crazy to chase behind. Um, so we just couldn't take the trade. Yes, our trade played out perfect to a T, but we just couldn't take it because it was in a pre-market. All right, now QQQ, we had pretty much the same game plan. Looking for them longs. I think QQQ actually like smashed it bad. Like, yeah, QQQ. I told y'all also on that stream last night. I said, hey, I think QQQ got way more room to push more than SPY. Um, and literally, it definitely pushed way more than SPY. I was like, QQQ really can keep pushing hard. And I said the same thing for NQ. I was like, hey, they both look like they're better than ES and SPY. Um, Same thing. We had that same situation, except on QQQ, it wasn't that daily candle. We didn't make that fair value gap off the previous daily candle. We've been had the fair value gap all the way down here. Um, so that's why I was saying, hey, we're already pushing for the highs now on QQQ versus what's SPY. We had that red candle. We had to wait until they take that high. Yeah, QQQ just we was like, hey, on the daily, you really ain't got no entry to go long. Um, and so we just said, hey, if you wanted to get on daily, you really can't just get in off the daily. You could have, I mean, you could have took the longs up to our level, but there really was no entry just based off the daily. Now that 1 hour, we had stated, we said, hey, on that 1 hour, we was like, hey, we don't want the market to go below. I don't know why it's not labeled below this low right here. Um, let's put that label. I don't know why it's not labeled. I mean, we really don't got to label now because it's past it. But we didn't want it to go below this red candle, which was 585.80. We said, hey, if we see market structure shift here, and we get that green candle, we can go long. Well, we did get that market structure shift, but it end up making what, another low. So it basically equaled it out. So really, if you look just on the hourly, the only entry you could have got in once it broke this high, set your stop loss down here. Or you could have waited and said, hey, yeah, it made that high, but it was red candle. I'm gonna wait until I see some greens come back in. And once this green candle came in, you could have got a long, set your stop loss right here at the original stop loss area and aim for them highs. Now, same thing with SPY, QQQ. This happened in the pre-market, so we weren't able to capitalize. As y'all can see, look, 4 a.m. We wasn't able to capitalize off of it. Um, Now, with QQQ though, once the market opened up, it actually kept pushing harder than SPY, so you could have called it like a $2 move. Could have called $2 move once the market opened. But I just stayed away from the stocks because I kind of didn't like how we gapped up past the highs. Y'all see that? I didn't like that because I was like, hey, it's a chance. I was like, yes, I can see us just pushing straight up, but it's also a chance that it might come back to retest it and then go. So I just didn't really like that setup, I guess you can say. So I didn't. Well, I mean, I liked it alone, but I just didn't like it for options. That's what I'm saying. I didn't like that trade for the options. Um, so yeah, that was ES, that was SPY, and that was QQQ. Now let's go into the actual. Give me 1 second. The actual. Let's go into the actual chart. I mean, the chart that we actually took the trade. Now we didn't take ES. We took NQ just because I told y'all NQ looked it better. Like it had more room to go long. So I actually took NQ longs today. And like I said, I ended up making the money I needed pretty early in the day. Um, it didn't take long at all. I it kind of the only reason it kind of took a little long because I was debating on if I wanted to keep trading or not with us being at them all time highs. But I I just started taking like real small position trades and stuff because I was like, hey, I'm not trying to risk too much, you know, not trying to risk too much trading at them all time highs. So I ended up um just taking like ME and Q trades after I took my initial trade. Um, so let's go over the trade I took today. I'm trying to pull up. If y'all wonder what I'm doing over here, I'm trying to pull up the trades I took so I can see exactly what spot. I know the area I got in, but I want to know pinpoint entry so y'all can know. I always take screenshots and stuff for the trade. Okay, so today, what time was this one? And we did take multiple trade. We got in multiple times. All right, I think this is where I initially first got in. Uh, I think I told y'all yesterday I had took a MES long. I took an MES long, like right at the open. Where was it? Where's 5:30 Sunday? Yeah, this Sunday, right? Yeah, I took a long like right in this area, and I was aiming for these highs. That was the first trade I took. And it was on MES. It was on MES. I was taking them loans right up here to these highs. I gotta start posting this in my Discord so I can put it up for the stream, y'all. I'm gonna start posting my trades into the Discord. I mean, I could send it now. I could send it now. I just don't want to lag the stream. But the next time we get on stream, I'm gonna just pull up my trades through the Discord. Okay. Um. But yeah, I got in them loans right around down here. I got in exactly at 24 121. 24 1, 24. So somewhere right here in this area, this is where I got it. But it had to be on this red counter. Yeah, it had to be on this red counter because I got in at it says 5:30, almost 5:40. So it had to be somewhere around here. I got in the longs. Set my stop loss down here below this red counter. Like I said, I was targeting for these. I was targeting for these highs, but I was just like, hey, I don't know if we're gonna take them highs before the market open up, in the pre-market and stuff. I don't know if we're gonna do that on a Sunday evening, so I just aimed for the body of these candles right here. Um, and like I said, the market ended up pushing down some. It came back down close to where I wanted my stop loss at, but it didn't go exactly down there. It ended up pushing back up, end up getting close to my TP, and like I told y'all, I trailed my stop loss up, and I ended up getting stopped out, like right up here, right before it hit the TP, which I was fine with. Like I said, I usually don't trade on Sundays. That was a nice trade. I think I was up like $90 or so, and it was a nice trade. I was fine with it. Um, then I ended up seeing we took also on that trade. I ended up seeing we took that high. I told you, I said, dang, we took the high already, before pre-market even came in the morning. So I was like, I really don't know what we want to do because we already did hit our goal. We already hit this high. So I told y'all, I said, hey, tomorrow NQ has to close past here to keep going higher because it already took that high. It has to close past here. So me knowing in my head, hey, NQ has to close past here, and I seen we rejected. I was like, okay, I expect us to dump down, uh, to potentially start bouncing to come back up. Now, I did break my own rules by mistakenly. I took a short. I know I'm not supposed to take short, especially when I'm supposed to be bullish. I broke my rule, but I took it with a light positioning. Um, took it with light positioning. End up losing about $50 of my $90 I was up. That I was up. And I lost a little $50. Like I said, I still was in the green, but I was like, nah, hey, you trying? Cause I was trading my Top Step account. I didn't trade Ninja Trader today. I traded my Top Step account. Y'all know Top Step, cause they require you to get $150 a day for the be able for the payout. And this was a brand new Top Step account I got. I just got this account like a week ago and passed it, and I'm trying to get a payout on that account. And literally, like I said, I was up 90, ended up taking the short, knowing. And when I got in the shorts, I told myself, I said, why the heck you took a short? You know you're bullish. You should not be. Don't trade against your bias. I always tell myself that. And I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the thought of I'm trying to hurry up and get a payout. Probably threw it off a little bit. But I went short, man. I went short. Ended up spiking up real quick. I knew he was gonna come down, and I was expecting him to come back down to his daily gap, but it spiked up on me, and I lost, like I said, $50. And once I lost that $50, waited till the market came back down some more, and I ended up getting back in some longs, but I actually took a regular NQ contract this time. Took a regular NQ contract. I think it was on a 5 minutes. Give me one second. I'm finna look. Said I got in at 24 122. 24 122. Where is it? So I got in right here. Right here. I got it loans right here. Um just one I just got in one NQ at that moment. Got in the long, I was like, hey, I'm aiming for these highs to get taken back out. And I want to see if we can close past these highs. And literally I ended up getting in the trade. Once I got to this high, I got out. I took my profits, and then I switched to an MNQ contract, and I took an MNQ long. Once we were sitting up here, I took an MNQ long and held it. Just held it all the way to this counter, this next hourly counter, and I finally got out and ended up catching me like $300 or so. And I was like, yeah, I'm just call it that. I'm gonna call it for the day, just because we're at these all time highs. I ain't want to risk too much. I'm like, that's fine. Take 300 and walk away. That's cool. Um, but yeah, that was literally the only trades I took today was NQ loans, and then that one short that I lost on. Um, but yeah, that was our trade recap. Now we finna finally get into our analysis. Okay, let's get into this analysis. I know that was a little long, but I was trying to pinpoint my entries and stuff for y'all. Um, let me see. Let me see. Let's go to daily. Now let's look at these regular stocks. Well, we can go over ES and them too. 'Cause I'm not gonna do nothing for tonight anyway, so I might as well just go over these also. All right, for SPY, should I go over these? Oh yeah, see that's the thing. I like to go over my stuff once the market closes, because then I know for a fact what we doing. Well, I guess I had to do another stream tonight, then y'all. My bad. Well, we could just look at what we seeing so far. That's what we just do that. I thought I can give y'all a recap. I mean, give y'all an analysis, but I can get an analysis to the daily counter close. So, I mean, I can give y'all what I think it's gonna do currently, but that's it. So, if we looking at SPY, and we look at this daily, if we manage to close green, today, y'all know when we say, hey, it should be continuation to go higher. So we broke this high, we broke that previous high. If we get that green close, the green counter close past the previous high, I'm gonna expect us to retest whatever this week high or this counter high. I'm expecting us to go retest it. Now, say if we end up pushing down hard and we barely got a green counter, like it's barely a body on it, then I still supposed to aim for that high of that week, but that's showing a big range of rejection. So we could just push up a little bit and then straight dump. Um, so I'll be cautious if we got a big wick on that SPY. You still supposed to go long, but I'll be cautious if we got a big wick. Now, since we gapped up, if we don't come fill this gap by the end of the day, I will definitely mark out this gap, and I'll be looking for potential break and retest. If we get this green day and tomorrow be red, I'll look for that retest. See if we can hold above the gap and push higher. Okay. Um, our level to not beat is this red, the bottom of this red counter. As long as we close green, if we get up closing red, then it's not gonna be there. But if we close green, the bottom of this red counter will be our level not to beat, so we can move this up. We be able to move this up once that green counter closes. Okay, and the bottom of that red counter is 656.90. That'll be our level to not beat. Okay, I ain't gonna lie, longs. If I had to tell y'all something, the longs do look good for at least to make it through Wednesday. Longs definitely kind of look good. Like we can just keep pushing, y'all. Um, let's check out the hourly real quick. Check out the hourly. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Longs looking good, man. I ain't gonna lie, we might have to jump in something now. Might get not on contracts. I mean, not on options. We might get in on futures, just cause y'all know I take a little more risk with futures than I do with um options. But it literally like we want to push. It's a nice entry if this thing stop lagging. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's taking too long. I might not even be able to get in. Dang, it's lag. I swear it gotta be this OBS, y'all, cause this lag ridiculous. Yeah, it's just lagging too bad. Yeah, it's okay. All right, but like I said, loans looking good for um. I like I said, all the way up to at least Wednesday to me. But you never know how Tuesday might come out. Tuesday might be like, hey, we don't want to go long no more, and just straight dump. But to me, it kind of looked good to go long, at least on SPY. Now let's go check out QQQ. Should be pretty much the same thing as SPY. Let's see. All right, we same thing. We broke above. I mean, we gapped above. Um, so once the daily candle close, I will, if I'm y'all, I'm going to mark out that daily gap, and I will be expecting us to do potential break and retest. Okay, I will be expecting a potential break and retest of this gap if we get a red counter. We don't get a red counter, it could just keep pushing higher. Uh, check out this hourly setup for QQQ. Look like we're trying to go make that higher high now. Um, we'll look for this to hold if it can. Potential entries on QQQ. We see an hourly gap here. Hourly gap here that we can be able to potentially get in. And one, nah, that one ain't one. It's close, but it wasn't one. That's the only hourly gap we have. It's right here between that 588 and 587.60. Okay? Y'all know what, y'all? I'm gonna wait until this evening. I'm waiting until this evening, let these daily candles close. So we basically just did a recap. We're gonna do the analysis later on tonight. So I'd rather do these analysis with the daily candle close than right now because I'm not gonna actively trade these yet. And I just rather get my analysis once the daily candle close. So I'll see y'all later tonight. Okay, boy Keith is out.